after play. I believe it was a 56-day stretch where you guys only had the one Colorado game, which is kind of the way the schedule worked out. You feel like you guys needed to come back home and play a game here?
Yeah, I mean, the way the schedule goes, can't really control that. So, we definitely could have done better on the road. So that's no excuse. But happy to come home. Happy to play in front of some great fans at Martin Stadium on Saturday.
Coach said practice today was pretty spirited. What did you see? Did you feel like it was more spirited than normal? Did you feel like you guys got more done than usual?
Yeah, it's definitely more spirited. I wouldn't say we got more done than usual. Just did it in a little bit quicker tempo, a little bit quicker pace, a little bit more urgency. You love to see that. People moving around with more of a purpose, encouraging each other. Letting people know when they made a good play, and encouraging people when they made a bad play. So just a lot of positive reinforcement, getting the energy to get out there.
Has that really been a key word, urgency, the last couple of days since you guys got back from Cal?
I'm not sure if it's been, the key word, but I just think collectively as a group we need to be a little bit more urgent and realize that we're letting opportunities go by the wayside. So we need to buckle down and take advantage of these next 3 opportunities we have in front of us.
Anthony, did you see Leach's post-game comment about a failed experiment at being nice? Positive feedback, that kind of thing.
I didn't see him. I didn't see the article, but he kind of mentioned it to us a little bit of the positive reinforcement and stuff. So it's us as players that need to kind of do that now. And the coaches do a great job of getting us prepared. And whatever they think's best for the team, whatever mindset he needs to instill upon us, I'm all with it.
Did it seem like that experiment had been going on all season, kind of based on how good last year's team was and that kind of thing?
Maybe a little bit. I haven't really looked too much into it. I haven't given it much thought, but maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Have there been any player-led meetings or anything like that the past couple of weeks where maybe one offensive player steps up to talk or one defensive player? Do you think players need to start holding each other accountable, or what needs to happen from your
our team standards is we're always trying to hold people accountable, and we're working towards making sure everybody that is in the building is committed rather than interested is our big thing. People that are committed towards improving and getting better and taking advantage of these next 3 opportunities in front of us. So it hasn't really been any player-led thing, just kind of it's actions over words at this point. Words are just kind of empty, so we need to prove it with our actions.
Can you describe why teams like Cal and Washington always seem to give you guys problems defensively with what they do? Maybe it's coverage, maybe it's something they do schematically, maybe it's just doing their job and being sound and executing and whatnot.
I'd say it's them doing their job, just being sound and executing. Cal was an inspired defense that played hard, and we just need to match the intensity, and it just needs to mean more to us. So we're going to come out on Saturday ready to go and play with a purpose, and make sure all the plays that we go through are meaningful.
You have questions? You want to ask about ESOP?
Yeah, sure. So I'm doing an ESOP Winston Jr. Feature, and I was just kind of trying to get a little bit of context between you guys' relationship. Kind of talk about that a little bit. What it's kind of been like having him as a receiver this year?
Me and Esop, we go back to JUCO days, and I noticed Esop, he was a special talent the first time. I got to throw to him. I realized that he did things that other receivers really couldn't, and he may not be the most physically gifted, speed-wise and all that, but he uses that to his advantage. He's real savvy, he sets people up the right way, and he's got great hands. And our connection throughout city going through here has been a big part of my success this year as well.
Could you kind of describe your off-field relationship with him a little bit?
Me and Esop, when we go back home, we make sure we see each other at least once or twice. We'll hit each other up whenever we're doing something fun or something with some friends, and always, we get together to throw here and there too. But we're from different cities, so we didn't go to the same high school, so maybe a little bit different friend groups. But we'll always make sure to get together at least once or twice when we're back home. And out here, he's one of my best friends for sure.
Do you think Liam's been pretty hard on himself with the penalties this season, and just trying to correct that? Do you think he's really making a considered effort not to draw as many and really correct that the last 3-4 games here?
Yeah, Liam's the most passionate player on this team, arguably. So he takes a great deal of pride when he falls up a little bit short. So don't want him to beat himself up too much, but it's cool to see him hold himself accountable, and he's doing whatever he can to correct his mistakes, and he'll be ready to go on Saturday, and I'm confident in that.
Do you think it's maybe harder to avoid those penalties playing outside of tackle, or you're maybe more on an island, maybe more prone to be holding or committing false starts? Or
right, maybe a little bit. I know that the guard, I've never played a line, but I'm sure the guard to tackle transition is a little bit different than some people may think. So, but he's done a great job, doing everything we ask him to do. But and I know that he's gonna do his part and eliminate some of those penalties this weekend.
Do you think that maybe that passion has caused him to be a little too hard on himself, throw himself off, maybe not be able to focus as much as he would like to, something like that?
Maybe a little bit. Me and Liam are kind of similar, I guess, with the passion that we have, where we can get really up, and we don't really get down, but we can kind of beat ourselves up a little bit. And I've talked to him, and him and I both need to do a better job just playing the next play, and bringing others around with us. So people feed off of our energy on the offense, so we got to do our part, make sure everybody's positive.
How'd you take that last night? Did you throw anything at a wall?
Nah, it is what it is. I can't give Russ that many tries in OT. Seahawks are a good team.
Certainly
and Russ is a great quarterback, so it was a fun game to watch. So.
All right.
All right, well, thanks.